to you, and good afternoon from, what is it called? I think Seminole Nation of Oklahoma or something like that. That's the territory I'm traveling through currently here in Oklahoma as I head eastbound on I-40. And let's see here, it is still Saturday, September 26th. Local time here in Oklahoma is 5:14 p.m. So it's getting close to evening time. And current local temperature is 86 degrees. Cooled off a little bit, however, as you might be able to tell, due to all the greenery I'm currently going by. I'm going to do something here real quick. And back out. There we go. As you may be able to tell from all the greenery, greenish grass and all the lovely trees and flora, we have entered the side of the country that becomes a bit more humid. So that 86 degrees I will call a relative humidity. A relatively humid 86 degrees. There we go. Actually, just passed through Oklahoma City about 45 minutes ago or so, something like that. So yeah, that's the deal. See if I can get a fix on how far out we are from Mississippi here. I know I got a little ways to go. Henrietta will be coming up in a bit. Sallisaw, let's see, and then Fort Smith. So that's going to be the border right there, the state line. And let's see here. Oop. Well, I believe that's it. Let me see. It's telling me, telling me about 127 miles to go. Yep. So that's not too far. And then, oh, geez, did I say Mississippi? My God. Yeah. Yep. Let me go ahead and take that foot out of the mouth and rewrite it as Arkansas. Yeah, Mississippi is a good ways to go, like I said. So, yeah, Arkansas that is. 127 miles to go to Arkansas. And so, yeah, I'll be traveling through Fort Smith there and winding me way on down into Little Rock. I don't even know what kind of accent that was. And yeah, Little Rock, and then okay, so yes, I will have to go through Arkansas over into Memphis, Tennessee first, and then I believe I enter into Mississippi. Yes. Okay, there we go. Trying to get back on track here. I don't even know where the hell I'm going. That's no bueno. Yep. So yeah, what do I got? I got about just shy of a half a tank of fuel, and I got another 20 minutes or so before I'll be able to like pull off and get in my half-hour break. I mean, like, I have 4 hours and 50 minutes left that I can drive before actually taking my break. But if I, it's basically the kind of thing, if I take it too soon, then I would have to take another break. So basically, it's kind of the deal where it's like, if you're driving at any point for 8 straight hours, you got to take a break. So with an 11-hour drive shift, If I take a break too soon, I would have to take another break again later. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the way it works. Excuse me. Yep. So yeah, a little bit of Oklahoma here. Okfuksee River, I guess. What's that? Yeah, Okfuksee. Huh. That's interesting. Yep. Sand Creek. So this now is the, let's see, was as soon as after I passed Oklahoma City there, this is the furthest east on Interstate 40 that I have yet been. So this is all new territory for me. Yep, I mean, I have been through Arkansas and Mississippi and all that, just not on Interstate 40. Typically, I don't know if there's anything typical about it, but my last few runs that I've done from California out to the East Coast or to any of the eastern states, has oftentimes been taking 40 out, let's see, into what is it, Amarillo, I guess, and then from Amarillo I usually would hop on, I think it's like 287 or something like that, and wind my way on down into Dallas, and I think it's like 35E down from Dallas down to oh shoot, I don't recall, like 20 or 22, I don't remember. And then work my way on down below Arkansas and over into whatever it is. You would think that I would have these things memorized by now, but truth be told, I haven't been doing this that long. So the memorization will come after good fair few amount of times after doing it. So let's see here. Let me just check and see what's going on here. Yeah, so yeah, I guess it is 20. Yeah, from Dallas and then into Louisiana. There we go. Yes, Shreveport, Louisiana. And then over down 49 on the 10. It kind of depends on where I'm going. Well, obviously, I'm just yeah. And then what? Let's see, Louisiana, and then through, I guess, Mississippi, right? Then through Alabama, out to Florida, and that's been what that's what I've done most commonly as of yet. So, like I said, this is my first run down 40 eastbound this far. So that's all I'm getting at. I'm just taking a long way, taking the long way, getting around and saying it here. So, yeah. Yep. So there you go, Fort Smith, Arkansas, 112 miles. Yep. It was funny going through, excuse me, going through Oklahoma City there, and as I'm, working my way more and more into the heart of it, I'm hearing, somebody, yammering on the radio. This super deep, southern accented voice, man voice, just super deep. Like Johnny Cash got nothing on him. And just like it was all just really sporadic and not clear and senseless. Like couldn't make any sense out of anything. And it was cutting in and out. And it was just going on and on and on. I was going, man, don't these guys know you got 39 other channels? So I hopped on there and I said it. I was like, hey, you do realize you guys got like 39 other channels that you could be sitting there having a conversation on. And to my surprise, the guy actually responded. I figured I wasn't going to get anything back. And he's like, you truck drivers, Hollywood truck drivers coming through here. We've been talking on this here radio locally for years between me, a bunch of us, and rah, 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 and all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, well, it sounds like shit. Look for another channel. He's like, it doesn't have to be on a different channel. This channel's fine. You truck drivers always complaining about, how you need to be able to talk about accidents on the... Well, it's like, well, yeah, dude, that's kind of the idea. That's why it's called the Trucker Channel, He's like, well, we ain't got another channel. I'm thinking, man, you ain't got another channel? So you're on a ham radio. So here I am. I have a Cobra LTD 29 Classic, and it's got 40 channels total. And your base station radio only has one channel, and it just has to be the Trucker Channel. Just freaking goofballs. And then he had some other goof guy freaking yammering on with him about who knows what. Like, just general nonsense. Jibber jabber. Like, nothing, not even anything like important. It's not like they're on the radio talking about the next storm coming in. They're just talking about who knows what. So I don't know. I mean, I can respect the fact that the locals have their little communication system set up or whatever. But man, like there is this. I mean, go get your ham radio, your base station ham radio only has one station. So go get a CV radio. It's got 40 of them. You can pick any channel you guys want to and talk on that one. Have conversations for hours and nobody will bother you, and you won't be bothering anybody. I don't know. Set in their ways, I guess. Yep, set in their ways. Oh boy, I guess I shouldn't be going so fast through here. Speed limit is 60. Doggies. Here I am going 70. So I'll back it down a little bit. Fortunately has died down a little bit. It's still pretty windy, but it's not nowhere near like it was when I was leaving wherever that was that I was at earlier. Sayre, Oklahoma. Yeah, it was just super windy out there. Like we truck drivers, we were just getting tossed around all over the place. Everybody was. It was funny. I mean, so much to the fact, it was so windy to the point that like our trailers were like off tracking. Like, so the wind was coming from right to left, and looking out the normally when you're driving straight and you look out, either your driver's or your passenger side mirror, you can see your truck lined up straight with or you can see the trailer lined up straight with the truck, right? But this was so windy, so much that you can see more of your the left side of your trailer in your left mirror and less of your trailer in your right mirror. It was funny, kind of a trip. So yeah, it was pretty windy. Some of these billboard signs, they're just freaking, I don't know, man. It's despicable. Some of them are just tasteless, and I don't know. I don't know, man. It kind of brings me down when I see some of them. Just the content and the way it's being presented. I don't know. It's just, man. It really makes you wonder what's really going on sometimes. Yep. It's like just when I feel like I've got a handle on it, I see something and I just go, man, what the fuck? You know, or like I heard this story on an AM radio station. Actually, you know what it was? It was Coast to Coast. You know, there used to be Coast to Coast with Art Bell, and I guess he passed away. And that's not even like a show that I'm like that I ever had been interested in or listened to. I only recently started listening to some of his shows on YouTube, you know, the archive. And so after he passed away, I guess another guy took over, and it's still called Coast to Coast, but it's now Coast to Coast with George Norrie or something like that. So anyhow, and what I was listening to just the other night was a live one. It was actually on the radio. It wasn't a YouTube archive or nothing like that. So he has some woman coming on, some lady, you know, doctor, I don't know what the hell she was, scientist, I don't know. And, or she was actually she was an investigative journalist maybe, I think. And what it was they were bringing on a scientist with a PhD and who knows what, genetics or something like that. And what they were talking about, what this guy was doing, was genetically creating a genetic, whatever you call it, what's the right word? A genetically altered species of mosquito. And basically created like 1 billion of these mosquitoes, and we're gonna go just basically release them into the wild of part of Texas and the Keys in Florida or something like that. with somehow with the whole idea of trying to eradicate some sort of like you know, fever or something like that that's supposedly being spread by these mosquitoes. And so this genetic alteration was basically going to be like something where they would only produce male mosquitoes, and all the female mosquitoes would basically die off and not be able to reproduce or something like that. And it just, I said, man, what the hell is going on? Like, really? Like, where do actual people come off in the world thinking that they have a right whatsoever to do anything to fuck with nature like that, you know, or to like cause an effect in nature that will affect people. I mean, right? Because that was the whole idea. Like, I mean, where the fuck do these people come from? I mean, these people must be genetically altered themselves or something to think that they have a right to do such a thing. It just blows my mind. I don't know. I don't know. Something's wrong. That's all I can say. Something's wrong with the minds of these people. I mean, they keep talking about mental illness as it pertains to, you know, people in the general public. No. The mentally ill are the people who call themselves leaders and politicians and judges and officers and lawyers and people in high places, right? Those are the mentally ill, you know, trying to spread their freaking disease, you know, and so I don't know, man, it's just nuts. I don't know where people get off thinking that they have a right to go around tampering with things like that. You can't you can't best nature. I mean, that's just the truth of it. You cannot best it. It is as good as it gets. That's the deal, you know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Disease and sickness are a part of life. That's just part of the deal, you know. That's, you know, nature's way of, you know, handling things, you know. That's the way it works. Deal with it. What, do you want to live forever? It's not going to happen. Get over it, you know. So, I'm just not even going to go there with the COVID thing. I don't even want to go there, you know. Yeah, I mean, the whole mainstream news media has portrayed this thing as if, you know, as if there's just sick people running around all over the place, you know, causing more, you know, what do you call it? Spreading this coronavirus just rampantly all over, and everybody's just sick and sneezing and coughing and fever and bullshit. It ain't like that. It ain't so. That's just not the truth. You know, but they're, you know, for people who are sitting around at home, you know, or who aren't able to travel and whatnot and see the truth is what they're telling you is a lie. And yeah, for whatever their reasons are, I can get into that, but I don't know. I don't think anybody really wants to hear it. Yep, I don't think anybody really wants to hear it. So, I'm not going to say it. Yep, but what they're telling you is bullshit. They're not telling you the truth. So, that's where I'll leave it. So, anyhow. So that's a wrap, I guess, here from I-40 eastbound here in Oklahoma. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.